to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an NFL Week 3 preview between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Now let's start with the Dolphins traveling up to Cleveland to face a tough Browns team. Starting with the offense, I think the offensive play calling may be an issue in Miami. Not necessarily execution, but the play calling itself. A lot of questionable calls in Week 1 and in Week 2 against the Texans. I think that has to improve and put more confidence in that offense to make plays. They respond well to coaching. Coaching has to have confidence in these guys, and therefore you see a better product on the field. I question the offensive play calling for the Dolphins. And they have to feature Daniel Thomas a little bit more. I like what I saw last week against the Houston Texans. This guy is ready to run. Feature him a little bit more, but don't forget about Reggie Bush. I don't understand why the Dolphins trade for Reggie Bush and forget about him in the backfield. He's a running back. Give him the football. Give him more carries. Get him more involved. Don't use him as a decoy. Why go through the whole charade of trading for him and putting him in the offense to have him do the same thing he did in New Orleans, which is sit on the sidelines and be an effective decoy. An early offensive start against the Browns could help out the Dolphins. If they can get into a groove early, you're going to force that Browns offense to play catch up, and I don't think the Browns are ready yet to play a fast-paced type of football game. Defensively, sell out versus the run. You have to make sure you own the line of scrimmage against Peyton Hillis, because if he gets ahead of steam, like Michael Turner and Brandon Jacobs, those guys are tough to get corralled if they get past the line of scrimmage. So you have to beat these guys to the line of scrimmage, and interior pressure can cause havoc for that Browns offense. You're going to be able to cause a lot of disruption for Colt McCoy's timing. Now, Cleveland comes into this game. I look at their offense. The passing game has to stretch the field vertically. As much as I love the West Coast offense, I love its concepts, but you have to be able to take shots downfield, because teams are just playing you close to the line of scrimmage and effectively trying to make great tackles. And you guys are still, the Browns are still doing a great job of moving the football down the field, but they have to do so vertically instead of horizontally and take more shots. That's going to help out the running game. And more Joshua Cribbs is a great thing. You saw what he was able to do last week. Continue to get this young man involved in the offense. I know you guys eliminated the Wildcat package or the Wild Brown package, whatever it's called. Get Cribbs more carries, more touches, and that's going to help out. And they have to work in Hardesty more. I like the explosiveness. He has to protect the football, but I like what I see out the backfield. If they can get a 1-2 punch going with Hardesty and Hillis, that's a key matchup. Defensively, you want to force Henne to throw the football into zones. He does a great job beating man coverage. He has a strong enough arm. Zone coverage is where he struggles because he throws a little bit off. He's not as accurate. So throwing it to zone coverage will help you better defend the Dolphins' passing attack and keep your hands up at the line of scrimmage. He's going to throw a lot of flat line passes. The linemen get their hands up. You're going to be able to bat a lot of balls down at the line of scrimmage against the Dolphins. And you have to match the physicality of Brandon Marshall. That falls on the cornerbacks. Whoever's going to be lined up on him has to come to play with their lunch pail, because this guy's physical. You have to match their physicality. The X factors in this ball game. You look at the Dolphins X factor. I'm going to say it's going to be Daniel Thomas. His contribution last week was huge for that Dolphins offense. If they can get consistent ground game going, Henne's going to do well off play action, and those receivers will get open down the field because there's a lot of deep speed on the flanks. X factor for the Browns has to be the defensive line. If they can control the line of scrimmage and get their hands up, you're going to see a lot of tip passes like you saw last week against Houston. The D-line versus the Dolphins O-line is the biggest X factor, because the Dolphins have sound offensive linemen, although the Browns have some young guys on the line that I really like, and that's why I'm going with Cleveland. Tough place to play. Miami's coming off a tough loss. I think the Browns are going to come in, control both sides of the line of scrimmage, and win this one in a close battle that's going to probably go into the last drive of the ball game. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.